Hey folks, oh man, it is solo day. So after a very long time, over a year actually, I'm finally gonna solo. I want to clarify that it's going to be a year, not because I'm a particularly slow learner, just because my schedule, his schedule, plane malfunctions, all the stuff just added up to be a heck of a lot of time. But this is it. This is the day. We're going to do it. So my flight instructor and I are going to jump in the plane, and we're going to go for 3 takeoff and landings. And, just to make sure I'm in a good place and ready to actually do this today, he does nothing, and eventually he'll jump out. So here we are doing the run-up before we get ready to take off for the first time.
Western Carolina, Cessna 086, departing runway 26. We're staying in the pattern. Western Carolina.
Now, I'd be lying to you if I didn't tell you that I kind of suspected that he wanted to do this today. We had talked about it previously that, today was a beautiful day. It wasn't likely going to get any more beautiful. It was very glassy and calm out there. So there was a good chance this was going to happen. Unfortunately, I did not have multiple cameras because my other camera mount broke. I actually talked to that later. And once we do get to the soloing part of it, by the way, I'm going to be doing a lot of talking to the camera, I think, just to assuage my little bit of nervousness. Even though I really wasn't all that nervous at all, I do kind of ramble. Sorry about that. But yeah, and I don't cut any of that video at all, by the way. It's all uncut, whereas this, you can see, is sped up. This is my very first landing, and the first time I've actually landed the plane in 10 days or so. And it gets away from me a little bit just as we hit the ground. I let the nose wheel touch a little bit and it kind of swerves off to the left. But I catch it, and I don't let the flight instructor help or anything. It's all me.
All right. Oop. I got it. Sorry. That was me. Let that wheel touch. All right, we're all the way up. Putting it back in. Here we go.
No big deal. And in my mind, I think it shows that, I have the ability to recognize my mistake and take corrective action immediately, and we were ultimately fine. By the way, sorry about having, if you're in the upper left, there's the air vent just right smack in the screen there, and I didn't even notice. Sorry about that. I'll try to be better about my placement of the video camera going forward. Here we are coming in for landing number 2. Again, the flight instructor is actually in the plane for this one.
Down at the end of the runway. Down at the end of the runway. It's all ballooned it, damn it. Hold the nose up now. Bring it up. Hold it right there. There we go. That's where it should be. Yeah. Flip. Clear heat. And flaps are all the way up. Off we go.
Something Andy has scolded me about just repeatedly is that I do not flare enough. I think his concern is, you don't want to do a nose wheel landing. Obviously, I don't want to either. And so I do need to keep that in mind and make sure I do a good flare. And so that's why he was kind of walking me through that one, pull it up. He's not touching the controls. He's just sitting there bored. But yeah, he's right. I need to be a little better about my transitioning into a good flare. And I'll get it. It's, that's a subtle skill thing, right, that you pick up over time. Here comes the third landing. This is the final one with him actually in the plane.
Ready to solo? You ready for me to solo? It's your plane. Yeah. No, it's up to you. Yeah, I'll bet. Take me up there. All right. Yeah, I think so. I don't think today, it's not going to get any better than that.
And that's it. I'm letting him out of the plane. I'm going to pull up here and drop him off. He's going to unplug, get out, give me some instructions, and then it's off. And I'll let me from the past talk to the rest of it. Okay, here we go. We are about to solo. I'm in the plane by myself. How fucking cool is that? I'm not really all that scared either, weirdly. Yeah, I expected that I would be a heck of a lot more nervous than I was at this point. I really wasn't nervous at all. This was no big deal. I was actually looking forward to this, just focused on what all I needed to do, and it really felt like no big deal. And it's not a big deal, honestly. I've seen a lot of other videos where people are soloing, and they just look terrified, and I was not there at all, which I guess is a good thing. So yeah, I'm priming the plane. I'm getting it ready to go. I'm doing my normal startup routine here. All of the exact same things that I would do when he was in the plane, which actually I felt was a wonderful thing because nothing's changed. There's really no change at all in the process, other than there's just not a guy sitting next to me. One thing I regret is I wish I had given him the other camera, which is now not on a mount, it's broken, so that he could have just filmed me doing my landings. That would have been cool. Oh well, I'll remember next time.
Hello, alright. Okay, holy crap. We're doing the real thing. Okay, next. It is, let's see. Wind, calm, visibility, 105,000, scattered, temperature, 18 Celsius, dew point, 15, altimeter, 3007. 307. Western Carolina Regional Airport. Automated weather observation. 1354 Zulu. Weather. Wind. Calm. Visibility. 1. When it's calm, we're waiting for satellite here. What's that clicking?
I think there's a short in my headphones, or something was causing the mic to key. I wiggled the wires a little bit just to make sure that it wasn't me. I'm not sure what it was. It could have been anything.
Oh, you know, I should have had him hold my camera, just point it down the dang runway. Oh, well. Alright, so we have that finally. So we're going to do direct to enter. Alright, we're good there. Heading is good. Okay. There we go.
And by the way, I will be turning the camera around so you can see from the front, forward view here in a minute or two.
Okay, for now. Alright, let's go. I guess what I'm going to do, so this is me soloing. So I'm finally getting to do the solo thing. Very excited. Not nervous. I mean, no big deal. But I only have one camera. My camera mount, my suction mount for my other camera broke. So I got to get another suction mount. Get off the brakes. So yeah, unfortunately I only have the one camera. So probably what I'm going to do here, as soon as I get up here, before I take off, I'm going to turn the camera around and face it that way. And you guys will see the flight from the plane's perspective, at least. I don't know that looking at me is going to help anybody. Not all pretty anyway. Okay, I'm a little pretty.
Probably not.
Alright. Yeah, the last thing my instructor said is, don't wreck my plane. Thanks. I'm supposed to be doing 3 takeoffs and landing, full stop. And I didn't ask him if he wants me to shut it down between the full stops. I should ask that. Oh well.
So the rest of this video is basically uncut. You get to see everything and hear everything. Thanks, guys.
Alright, so let's do this thing. Window seat, let's lock this. Let's lock that, so that door is locked. Full selector there, we got this on both. Mixture is probably 2-inch. Head all the way in. Go ahead and ramp it up to the 1700. And we're going to do the normal thing. Do that. Back. One more. We're good. Let's go back to carburetor heat on. Carburetor heat is good. All that. Suction gauge, we're good in suction. Amps are good. Oil temp is in a good place. Oil pressure and fuel is good. Left's got a little more out than right, which is normal in this aircraft. Alright, I'm going to pull back to idle. We are at idle. We're good. We didn't quit. Let's go up to 1,000. Alright, flaps are up. They are up. Transponder set to alt. Autopilot. Peter, alrighty. Better watch. I don't know what time it is. My phone says it is 10 a.m. exactly. What the odds of that? Alright. Oh, 10 a.m. exactly. We're taking off. Let's look outside, make sure we got no traffic coming. Alright. Western Carolina. Cessna 086 departing runway 26, staying in the pattern, Western Carolina. There we go. Here we go. We're on the runway. Everything's warmed up. Off the brakes. Where our feet are on the floor. Full throttle, guys. Full throttle. Regional Airport, automated weather observation, 1401 Zulu, weather, wind, calm. Seems like it, seems like a nice day, like I said. Now I'm a little nervous.
Not really. I mean, like I said, it was a pang of nervousness right there, like, oh, what did I just do? And then it was gone as soon as it came. I don't know what that was about. From then on, I really wasn't nervous at all. I don't know, my rambling during the flight might speak volumes to the opposite, but I didn't really feel nervous. In fact, it was a beautiful day. I was having fun.
Oh, very nice day, though. Western Carolina, Cessna 086, turn crosswind to 26, Western Carolina. Western Carolina, Cessna 086 turning downwind for 26, Western Carolina. Carolina, Regional Airport, automated weather observation, 1403, Zulu, weather, wind, 280 at 3. Lovely. I shouldn't have listened to that. That's all right, there's a little bit of wind coming right down the runway, no big deal. Or slightly down the runway, ever so slight crosswind.
I'm still uncomfortable with crosswinds. It's 3 knots. 3 knots is basically nothing, so it's couldn't even feel it, and I talked to that later, I think.
Alright, here we go. Pulling the power off. Going down till we get in the wide arc, which we are in the wide arc with the 4 flaps. 90 degrees of flaps. And pitch for 80. Western Carolina. Cessna 086, turn at base for 26, Western Carolina. Turn base a little late. Not too bad. Western Carolina, Cessna 086, turn at final for 26, full stop, Western Carolina. Alright, a little high, not much. Now coming down in the white and red. Pull off a little bit of power. Pull off more power. Alright, keeping the side picture the same in my window. Definitely going to make it. Going to put the rest of my flaps out. Relax, relax, relax. We're alright. We're alright. We're at 70 now. And pull. Look at the end of the runway. Look at the end of the runway. And there's a little bit of a balloon there. Flare, flare, flare. A little bit of flare. There we go. On the runway. All good. Alright. So, flaps up. Already cold. Okay, let's go over here and I don't know if he wants me to stop the plane.
There you go. There's the very first landing all by myself. Talked myself through it, and, wasn't perfect, but wasn't bad either. And yay. Hey, I lived. And per my flight instructor's instructions, I didn't wreck his plane. You're welcome, Eddie. So now we move off to doing the next one. And again, I'm not going to cut any of this.
The plane? Okay. Alright, onward to number 2. There we go. Oh, wasn't too bad. What's the wind doing? Wind 270 at 3. 270, so again, right down the runway. About this time of day, it always gets about the same amount of wind. Oh, wow, geez. Window here. What is today? I don't know what today is. But I'll know when I'm done.
True story. They say you'll never forget the day you solo. And, yeah, I pretty much guarantee that I won't. Beautiful day, 10 a.m. Yesterday. Haha. Alright, here we go. We're coming to a stop. Let's put the window back up. Looking, no one coming. No one coming. Western Carolina, Cessna 086, departing runway 26, same in the pattern, Western Carolina. Alright, we are lined up with the runway again. All the instruments agree. There we go.
Altimeter 3007. Western Carolina Regional Airport. Automated weather observation 1410 Zulu. Weather. Wind. Calm. Oh, calm wind. Western Carolina. Cessna 086 turning crosswind for runway 26. Western Carolina. I'm sure there will come a day when, 5-10 knots of wind is just nothing. Like I don't even notice it. But right now, I'm still such a newbie at this that I'm wanting a calm, glassy day. Kind of reminds me of the motorcycle. When I was learning to ride my motorcycle, on very windy days, I felt like I was being blown all over the road, and I didn't like it. And nowadays, I don't even notice it. Like, it could be super windy, and I don't care. Western Carolina, Cessna 086, turning downwind for 26, Western Carolina. I'm positive that airplanes and motorcycles are probably a lot alike in that, even cars really, is just even driving cars. I did not care where that guy was. Anyways, even cars I think probably, you get used to it and you don't even realize it. Doesn't even register anymore that what you're doing is abnormal. In fact, it feels completely muscle memory normal. You don't even think about it. I imagine planes and motorcycles would do the same way. Shut up now and actually fly the plane. Western Carolina Regional Airport. Automated weather observation 1412 Zulu. Weather. Wind. Calm. Western Carolina, Cessna 086, turning base for 26, Western Carolina. Western Carolina, Cessna 086, turning final for 26, Western Carolina.
So here we are coming up on the second landing of my solo. I think this was probably the best landing of my 3 solo landings. It was pretty smooth, pretty easy, pretty clean. The third one is a little hard, but, all of them are very safe, very clean landings for the most part, and not bad for a guy who has, less than 20 hours. So can't complain too much, I suppose. I walked away from them. That's all that matters. And the plane was still reusable.
Stops up, curve cold. And let's slow the plane down here. Start up. A little bit of brakes. Off the runway here. Ready? There we go, one more time. Celsius, 2.16 altimeter, 3007. Western Carolina Regional Airport, automated weather observation, 1416 Zulu, weather, wind, calm. All things considered, this was a pretty easy day to solo on. I mean, it's pretty glassy and no turbulence at all. In a good mood, having a ball. I cannot. It's awesome. Yeah, this is fantastic. This just makes me want to continue, finish building my plane. I want my plane. I'm taking donations, by the way, for making my plane happen faster. I've got the money. It's just I finished the empennage a lot faster than I thought I would. So my amount of money that I'm saving over a period of time is happening just a little slower than I had expected. Just because I finished the plane so much faster than I had expected, which is a good thing, I guess. But I finished the empennage rather fast. So yeah, it's just, gosh, I want a real plane to fly. I mean, this is a real plane. I want my own plane to fly. Rambling now. Probably tells you I'm excited. Alright, let's not screw it up. Stay focused, guys. Stay focused. Alright, closing the window. Look in both directions. I see nobody. I hear nobody, so we're good. And we have biplanes fly out of here, so I know they don't have radios, so that's why it looks so hard. Western Carolina, Cessna 086 departing 26, staying in the pattern, Western Carolina. Bipe is here. He builds these beautiful biplanes. He rebuilds them, Stearmans and the like. These are multi-million-dollar aircraft. They're nice. But I don't think they have radios. Or if they do, they're crappy, because I've seen them up in Sky before and I couldn't hear them. Alright, here we go. We're lined up on the runway. All the instruments check out. Feet on the floor. We're giving it power, and we're going to take off. Garmin 430 just told me that we have arrived at our destination. I think it's mistaken. A little bumpy. Come on, weather, what are we doing? Western Carolina Regional Airport. Automated weather observation. 1419 there. Zulu weather. Wind. Calm. Yeah, I don't know. Western Carolina, Cessna 086, turning crosswind for 26, Western Carolina. Western Carolina, Cessna 086, turning downwind for 26, Western Carolina. rotors, excuse me, pulling back the power. Expanding the pitch so that we slow down into the wide arc. Wide arc is achieved. Lower into 20 degrees of flaps. 20 degrees of flaps are down. We're going to pitch and pick the power back up a little bit now that we've hit 80. And there we go. This plane will land itself. There, anyway. Western Carolina, Cessna 086, turn at base for 26, Western Carolina. People get tired of seeing planes come flying straight at their house. Western Carolina, Cessna 086, turn at final for 26, full stop, Western Carolina. And I turned a little late, that's alright. Little hard. That's alright. Little hard though. Alright, flaps up. Probably cold. Window open. Very important part of the process. And I know we're supposed to go to standby, so I'm gonna do that. Flaps are up. Alright, gonna bring it over to fuel pump because I know it needs fuel. Just put it up by the gas pumps. Roger. Alright guys, that was it. There it was. That was me soloing. How awesome. Holy crap. That was cool. I'm sure I'm going to have a hell of a lot to talk about. Andy's super excited. I can see by the smile on his face that he's just stoked. So he probably is living vicariously through me right now. Alright, here we go. We're stopping. We're going to get some gas. And I'm going to shut the plane down. Alright, cover the cold. We got that. The flaps are up. They're up. Heater heat off, we got that. Trim set for takeoff, landing regular mixture lean for ground off transponder for that. Sets clock to standby. DLT verifies silent, light switch off. Avionics off. Bye guys.
Max, set off. On master off. Target's fuel selector is set. Howdy, that was fantastic. What's that? Well, the plane's lighter. I thought about, ow, god damn it. I thought about what I want to do is,
And of course, at this point, he decides to take a picture.
Is get you, I should have given you that other camera to record me. Ah, I didn't think of it.
And I didn't. I regret not thinking of that. That is something that I will definitely do next time. I'm going to have a mount that I'll put out there and so I can see my own landings. But there you go, guys. I soloed. What an awesome experience. I can't believe I got to do this. This is so much fun. I'm going to have a lot more amazing videos coming, I hope. And as I continue this learning process and on towards my pilot license. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it.